Spend a few moments talking about how we can warm up our homes indoors and outdoors. And I say especially outdoors during a spring garden showcase like this because flameless candles never burn out, they never, blow out, and they look so realistic. And I mean, we all know how pretty they look indoors. And yes, you do get remote controls. So if you wanted to put these candles up higher on a shelf or inside of a beautiful hurricane or container like that, you absolutely can. The flame actually flickers. Do you see that? They're just awesome. And these are a 3-pack at a weekly deal drop price. This week, this just launched this morning, so I know this has been a popular choice already. Only here at HSN. This week only, $39.95. $10 off this week only. You can spread this over the course of payments, and if you've already gotten to $7.50 on shipping, these will ship for free. That's the most you'll spend all day. So we have some beautiful choices. I love them all. They're different solid colors. I'll show you up here on the back side. The crocus, there's a cream, there's lime, there's also a beautiful, look at this purple. This is the crocus. This one over here, this soft blue, is called limpet shell. We've got this down here in the cream. We've got the wildflowers in the ivory. And then we also have these in this beautiful watercolor lilac. Ellen Bunner's here. I have to say, I mean, how many candles I have. I'm obsessed. Like
I am too.
It's just one of my things.
Right.
But these are so pretty.
These are gorgeous, right?
Honestly, I love these with the implanted,
yes, it looks
florals.
Like real wildflowers pressed into the wax. These are from Unmatched. You know us, you love us. Usually we're on fourth quarter.
Right,
we're doing
during holidays.
Gifting, we're decorating. We wanted to do a spring collection for you this time, and you all are loving it. What's unique about these is you're getting our most popular heights with the 4, the 5, and the 6 inch. They're all 3 inches in diameter, so they're gonna work beautifully in your home, and each of them are gonna come with the remote, with the batteries. I want to highlight the colors, and then I want to get into the technology on these because these are so unique. Okay, so limpet shell. I just have to address it, right?
Isn't it gorgeous?
I looked up, what is a limpet shell? I'm a sheller, and I didn't know. There's actually a shell that the interior is exactly this color. No. It's almost like a robin's egg blue.
It's such a pretty soft blue.
Spa,
it
right?
is a good description, robin egg blue.
Beautiful. And then we have the crocus, which is part of the iris family. I like this between a pink and a purple.
Yep.
Really beautiful. The green that we did, this is interesting. It's called cream.
Cream lime.
Cream lime. So I wanted you to see it next to an ivory because it's just a hint of color, right? And then I want you to also see our watercolors. So I'm gonna pull up the watercolor lilac in front of these two.
Oh, wow.
Look how pretty. If you wanted to get a couple sets, look at the green with it, and look at that crocus with this. Those, you can almost smell it, right? You can almost see the butterflies going around. And then the wildflower watercolor, this has daisies, this has dragonflies, it has your cone flowers. I mean, this is like your incredible butterfly garden in your yard, embedded in your candle. And then of course we did ivory. It's always our #1 seller because these can be used all year long.
Absolutely. So something just happened. I wanted to address it because as Ellen was going through and showing us the different colors, she reached over this table and her sleeve hit one of the candles.
Did it scare you?
And at first I was like, oh my gosh, your sleeve is on fire. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's not real flame. Right. Literally had to be reminded it's fake.
Let's look at this close, right? I love that you brought the lights down. And let's start here because on your remote that you're getting, you're gonna get lots of settings. So right now I have it on light mode. Do you see how it's not moving?
Ah.
You can really see the flame. You can see the color. Look how it is against my hand. And then if you'll back up here to this beautiful limpet shell, this one is in candle mode. Do you see it dancing?
Oh, yes.
So you get both on your remote. You're also, of course, gonna be able to turn them off and on the bottom, and there's an off and on the remote. But if you're like me, you're gonna live here in this timer mode. There's a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8-hour timer mode.
Nice.
So you can really customize it. I go between the 2-hour and the 4-hour, and you can pick that, and I have mine come on every night around 7 p.m. and set it and forget it. You can also affect the brightness of this. There's a dimmer on here. So if, say you wanna put this bedside, you wanna go to sleep by candlelight, you can actually dim the flame. But if you look at these, the technology that Unmatched is known for is the most high-end. You could literally spend this price on one candle in the marketplace.
Easily, and I've done that over the past, and now I know better. I mean, to think about how much money I wasted on candles that burned down. I love candles.
Right,
but
I do too.
These candles will always look good. and perfect and brand new, and they'll always give you that beautiful flame. And it's a 3D, like a virtual flame. Look at that.
There's no bad side to this. You see
Exactly.
the movement. I also love too when you see it in a setting like this that you can see that reflection on the wall. Also burn time. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
400 hours of burn time. So if you're like me and you're averaging maybe the 4-hour timer, that's over 3 months of burn time on this. So
and I
think
noticed
about
this
that.
only takes 2 AA batteries.
2 AA
Used to be
batteries.
4 or 6 batteries in the day.
And it's a common battery. I love that too.
Just 2 of them.
How many of you do this? And I use real candles and I use flameless. And you know what I like about the flameless? I use them every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day. How many times do you light a candle and you know from the minute you light it, it's never going to be the same. It's never going to look the same. And you have to babysit it. You have to worry about it.
Oh, you freak out if you're like, did I leave home and not blow out that
Right. These are gorgeous. And if I were to buy a beautiful wildflower watercolor candle, I would never burn it because I wouldn't want to get rid of it.
The truth right there.
Right. So with this, you can enjoy these every single day, every single night, and you can put them in unexpected places.
Guys, please get these before you can't. I mean, if these last the week, I'll be amazed. Already almost 1,000 are spoken for. We just launched it this morning. And here we are. I highly recommend. Let's go through color choices again. I know this is going to be a big, big hit all weekend long, or week long. Again, this week only the best price you're going to find. So
all exclusive. Here's the limpet shell and that beautiful, almost robin's egg. Here's your crocus. Looks gorgeous with the watercolor lilac.
All 3, no matter which color you're choosing.
Yes. And then you have the cream lime, which is just a hint of green. I really love that one.
Not just because it's St. Patty's Day either. It's just a soft, pretty green.
And then we have our 2 wildflower options. Oh, I'm sorry, here's your ivory. And by the way, too, do you see how goof-proof these are? Whether it's down the middle of your table, like as a centerpiece, one of my favorite ways to use them is just on a plate. Because we did the most popular sizes, is instant decor. And I call this active decor, right? Because this is really gonna put on a show. You're gonna enjoy it when the lights are off, but when the lights are on, it is a showstopper. So that is the wildflower watercolor. And then we have the watercolor.
Beautiful.
Look at the different
shades
of
of
purple
flowers
in that.
that have been pressed into the candle.
Totally.
When
And
you think
spin
about
that around. It's completely
good point.
all the way around. They look like they've been pressed, and this is real wax. So think about your entryway, think about your table, think about a gift. Mother's Day's coming up. How beautiful would these be at Easter as a centerpiece?
Housewarming present, anything, graduate. Everybody loves candles. But you know, candles that you forget you even owned them.
Exactly. Well, by using the timer, I find that it's something I don't have to think about, but that I enjoy so much. I think you and I have talked about this. You know, why do high-end restaurants use candlelight? Because it just softens the mood.
And it doesn't interfere in the flavors or the smell or aroma of a meal. You don't get that conflict. And they look great morning, noon, and night, year after year, any time of the day.
I like too, these are standalone beautiful. So whether you're using them as a trio or separating them, maybe you have a lantern or maybe you're putting them in different candle holders around your home, you can see because we did that simplistic design. Look at that.